Good morning, County Council. It is 10 a.m. I will call our meeting of April 25th to order. If you would join me in standing, we'll sing O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, would you take the roll call, please?
Councillor Mackey,
Present.
Councillor McKay,
Here.
Councillor Carlton, Councillor Pringle, Councillor McQueen sends his regrets today, Councillor Allwood, Councillor Nielsen, Councillor Patterson, Councillor Dickert, Councillor Kentner, Councillor Keaveney, Councillor Body, Councillor Gregg, Councillor Dobreen, Warden Milne,
Present.
Councillor Matrosovs will be joining us later this morning, Councillor Bourdignon,
Present.
Councillor Echoes, Councillor Hutchinson.
Present. Thank you, Madam Clerk. And just before I acknowledge the lands we're gathering on, I want to note that both Chief Ritchie and Chief Najiwan from Saugeen Ojibwe Nation are in our chambers this morning. Welcome, gentlemen. Always good to see both of you. So respectfully, I want to acknowledge that we are gathering on the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe Nation, the people of the Three Fires known as Ojibwe, Odawa, and Potawatomi nations. And further, we give thanks to the Chippewas of Saugeen and the Chippewas of Nawash, known collectively as the Saugeen Ojibwe Nation, the traditional keepers of these lands and waters since time immemorial. To our south also lies the traditional territories of the Six Nations of the Grand River. We are dedicated to honoring Indigenous history and culture and committed to moving forward in the spirit of truth, reconciliation, and friendship with all First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people. Is there any declaration of interest related to any item on today's council agenda? Not seeing any. If one should arise during the course of the meeting, you can declare it at that time. Adoption of the minutes of our county council and committee of the whole meeting dated April 11th. Someone care to move receiving? Councillor Hutchison, Councillor Dobreen, thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor? That is carried. Thank you. We also have closed meeting minutes of the committee of the whole meeting dated the same April 11th. Someone care to move those? Councillor Dickert, Councillor Allwood. All those, is there any discussion? All those in favor? Thank you. We have no closed meeting matters. There are no reports. We have two bylaws. First is to adopt the amendment number 20 to the Grey County official plan. And the second is a bylaw to confirm all actions and proceedings of this council. Someone care to move that, please? Councillor Patterson and Councillor McKay. Any discussion? All those in favor? That is carried. News and celebrations. Always a popular time. Anyone? Councillor McKay.
Yeah, good roads through Warden. At our meeting on, I think it was Saturday, at Good Roads. We discussed about amalgamation between Roma and Good Roads. That's not going to happen. They suggested more, maybe Roma and Amo would be a good match. So I'm just passing that on if you want to take it further and see what happens, but there you go.
Oh, sorry.
One other thing at Good Roads, we talked about the schooling Good Roads puts on, and some of the motel rooms are taking advantage and increasing the price of our staff that attend these. And that was because the Holiday Inn had backed off on giving rates for anything on the Good Road. So now the University of Guelph have taken it up, and they're going to take over giving set rates to any employee that goes down to one of these schools, so, which is good news. Thank you.
And I know from past experience that those residences provide optimum housing. Quality housing, yes. Anyway, Counselor Mackey.
Thanks, Mr. Warden. Good morning, County Council. I would just like to extend our congratulations to the Chatsworth Township under 15 girls that are provincial champions and won gold about a week and a half ago. So they had a little celebration on Monday night. Unfortunately, we were down at Good Roads, but I understand they had a very good celebration at the Katie Arena. So just want to extend our congratulations to them.
Excellent. Congratulations. Counselor Carlton.
Thank you, Mr. Warden. I would just like to thank the other municipalities that joined Georgian Bluffs yesterday in our delegation at Good Roads too. West Gray, Southgate, Owen Sound, and Hanover. I think the presentation went very well, and I thank all of you for joining with us in that.
Thank you. Counselor Eccles.
Thank you. I may be not as much on the celebration part, but there was a celebration of life for one of our past wardens on Monday in Meaford. Mayor Kittner was certainly present, and a number of other past wardens did a honor guard for Gerald Short. Gerald was warden in 1990 and very active, was president of Roma in 1995, I believe it was, and was continued to be active within the community after his elected times. Great gentleman, and a loss to the community of Meaford at this point in time for sure. I thought the price of inflation was up to 20 now, but you know, it only goes to those that can pay, frankly. The other factor is, I don't know whether anybody heard on the news release late yesterday or into even this morning. It's came out that the Durham Hospital, South Bruce Gray Health Coalition, whatever they call themselves this week, have decided that to maintain the emergency ward, which they did 40 days ago, cut it back to 12 hours a day for 7 days a week. As of yesterday, June 3rd, the hospital portion, 10 beds that are active in there, will be transitioned, is the word. Those beds will be shut down. The hospital access will be closed. 10 beds, 5 will go to Walkerton, 5 will go to Kincardine. So stay tuned to that aspect of our healthcare effects that will have on our healthcare in Southern Grey County. And certainly, talking to Director Cornell, what effect that will have on Rockwood Terrace, the new build that we're about to have here. It was surprising in the announcement yesterday, which was done on Zoom that I participated in. The CEO of the South Bruce Gray was kind of aware that Rockwood may be expanding a bit and maybe a new Rockwood Terrace, but was oblivious of the idea that Grey County is moving their EMS station off the hospital property and building a new EMS station. So that had, I think, for Director McNabb, a little bit of concern about where we're at. So distributing our portion of healthcare from Grey County, I would hope and suggest later on in the meeting, I may be asking for support for Grey County to support that how we transition the effect of the Durham Hospital in concert with the partnership with Rockwood, with EMS. I think we need to engage. I was told that there was engagement, but I doubt very much if any staff and or political aspect was ever informed of any of this happening until yesterday at 3 o'clock when the announcement was made. I take it even caught some of our MPPs. Maybe they knew, maybe they didn't know, but they didn't show up on the announcement anyways. Thank you, Mr. Warden. Bit of a downer, not so much celebration.
Thank you, sir. And I anticipate lots of discussion going forward on that particular topic. Anyone else? Okay, not seeing any more. I have one final motion to adjourn the council portion of our meeting today. Councillor Mackey. Councillor Pringle. All those in favor? That is carried. Thank you. We'll just take a minute to change over to our committee of the whole meeting.